Capricorn, what's going on? We're going to tap into that GOAT energy right now. So for everyone watching, cross watchers included, we're going to do an immediate reading, talking about something that is immediately pressing in your life. You're going to gain some insight about it. I may cuss, but I don't curse. And if you know someone who wants my services, or you want my services, the link to reach out and make an appointment regarding that is in the description box. With that being said, I'm going to cut this deck and we're going to get to it. This is the situation at hand. Strength in reverse. Feeling vulnerable right now about something. You feel powerless about something. You feel inadequate. You're questioning whether you should just get up and get very active about. I'm feeling it got something to do with finances, but I'm also feeling like that is why strength is reversed, because that's not where the actual power is that you need in this certain area of life to make things happen. It's in a different area. But nonetheless, this is something that you're potentially feeling right now. Now, this might not be you, though. This might be someone else that's attached to you or watching you who feels these things. Maybe a lack of confidence in some sort of way. Low self-esteem in some type of way. You're trying to muster up the strength to possibly approach in a way that is not off-putting, or like, oh man, I know this about myself. Every time I interact with someone, they say I'm impulsive or aggressive, or they say I'm intimidating or something like that, you know? That's kind of what I'm feeling right now. I'm going to draw a card to see what your attitude towards this is, because I can't really call it. Feeling a bit out of touch with it. So it's the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. So yeah, I get the feeling that this is someone that's actually looking at you. They're actually looking at you to draw from by the way you present yourself and whatever it is that you're doing. And they're doing that because they don't have the same capability that you have. Let me rephrase that. Let me bring that back. They potentially do have the capability. It's just they're not in the vein of practicing what it is that you do at the level that you do. So therefore, they don't have the ideas. They don't have the mental capacity to put forth the thought process needed to birth the creative stuff that you got going on in your life. It's actually making that person aggravated with themselves, fidgety even, a little off tilt, because they're the ones who are feeling inadequate to be able to pair with you because of this thing that's happening with them. And nonetheless, they've been inspired by you. They've been, you know what I mean? But they're just they're failing to reach the capacity that you operate at. And I think what I'm getting when I see the Libra sign, and you know, it's an air card in general, but when I'm looking at the Libra, I'm like, okay, yeah, they want to balance out this type of pairing in a way that looks like it's balanced, like it has to be balanced. They're not trying to be fraudulent. They're not trying to be phony. They want to be accurate. They want to meet you halfway. You know this. So all of the stuff that I just said about this card that was drawn, you know this already. And you're looking at it like, okay. But I don't see you looking at it like you're judging them. You're looking at it like they're judging themselves, probably much more harder than they need to. Pause. And I also get the feeling that this has brought you clarity at the same time. That's how you're looking at this. Well, at least I do know now. So you might have been skeptical about their position in your life and you and theirs in general beforehand anyway. So this is actually something that you look at as beneficial despite them experiencing the type of inadequacy that they're experiencing. Let me see what the key element is here to consider. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This looks like, I'm not saying anything is wrong with them drawing energy from you, even generating ideas off of you. However, should they become dependent on that consistently, they risk having a lack of stability. They risk being insecure. They risk having independent wealth as well. So they may feel the need. This may be somebody that you collaborate with, someone who wants to collaborate with you. Y'all may have already even collaborated. But they feel so, it's like without you, they feel like they won't be able to do it. So just know that because of that, they may drop their own bag. So what this is telling me inadvertently is for you to be a type of guidance compass for that person because you have this knowledge. This is not something that y'all have communicated about. They didn't express this to you. You didn't express that to them that you know. This is just something that you know. So you have the ability, I'm feeling, to actually navigate this person in a more encouraging way so that they develop their own bag. Not saying that you're going to disown them, you're going to detach from them, but you're going to push them to be themselves, more of themselves first. So let's say y'all did collaborate already. You're going to space the next collaboration out before, you know what I'm saying, at a adequate amount. It's not going to be rushed because they might try to rush it. I get the feeling, and you know this, they're going to be so hostile with themselves that they may try to rush it, and you're going to realize that in the form of the communication that they present to you to try to rush it. And you're just going to be calm, cool, and collective, like, hey, you know what? I feel we should do it this way, that way, on that date, because that'll give you room to have this amount of stuff done on your own, which is going to build the anticipation for our next collaboration. You get what I'm saying? That's the responsibility that comes with knowledge. It's also anguish because you got to go through with this person, you know, knowing that this person feels this type of way. But it's natural. You know what I'm saying? I'm out.